We have a bit of a joke in here, like when we need something done, we'll go, Zoho has an app for that, because they do. We enjoyed Salesforce at the start across the CRM, but then it became much more complex and very expensive. To be honest, Zoho was a clear answer for us. Customers who were on Zoho that we spoke to for referrals just spoke about the simplicity and the ease to manage that without the administrative burden and without the cost.
We knew that we wanted to do things completely differently. We wanted to reimagine our process, our technology, how it all connected together. And so having someone that has done that before and can provide some insight or some best practices whilst also being flexible to working how we need to work.
The team at FI Digital really got involved with us from the very beginning, really listened to what we wanted to achieve as a business, and then have really lived out what they said with supporting us through each step of the way, but moulding to how we wanted to do things.
As a Zoho partner, we sat down with the Drova team to gather their requirements, map out their entire business process flow, identify any pain points or replaceable application stack. Especially, we wanted to understand how irrelevant and redundant their current system is making them feel, so that we can set up Zoho in such a way that it never lets them down again.
They were able to show us the holistic plan of that end state in mind, but doing it in a way where we could deliver that in chunks.
Once these requirements were clearly defined, the personas of all these users were created, and we were able to map out an entire end-to-end process flow and a technical architecture that not only provides what happens once a lead comes into the system, but it also gives management a bird's eye view of where their data is going, how it's being transformed within the Zoho ecosystem, as well as its connected apps, to further provide insights for the business to see how they can scale further.
FI Digital as a partner for us in implementing Zoho was one of the reasons. It's not just about the software, it's how it gets implemented and what support you're going to get along the way. Yeah, so that really, I guess, nailed it for us in terms of making the decision to go with Zoho.
We really have built everything around Zoho. We've connected our website and our product platform into Segment. That data then is fed into Zoho, as well as our marketing automation tool Braze, which means that whenever there's a change between any of those, they're all feeding into each other, which helps us get that single point of truth and data. But also then, when it's in the CRM, all of those workflows, automations, functions can be triggered, and we can then send that data basically wherever we need to for whatever purpose we might need it for.
Now Drova not only has a solution for today that they wanted pretty much right away, but they are also in a confident space where they can position themselves to scale globally as they go.
Zoho at least presents as a lean and agile team that can work with you as you move through and construct through the business and grow with them.
It doesn't take a lot of time to set up, and it's really as simple or as complex as you need it to be. It's highly customizable. There's a lot of power you can get out of it if you use it properly. And even when we were evaluating Zoho, we got some of our previous colleagues who worked in the sales and revenue operations to do some testing, and they were actually jealous of not being able to use Zoho because of its simplicity. So I think that's the real value that it adds as a CRM.